What's the flavor tonight? Yeah, it's more. Well, it's milk and cookies, but that's kind of like dirt cake to me, in a way. I'll be ready here soon. I have to consume more good medicine. I hope you all are doing well tonight. We have a wonderful playlist from our college radio DJ here at the headquarters. Um, and next up, I do believe that these lovely North Korean women have worked very hard to learn just enough English to sing you a song by Modern Talking, the German pop music duo. So go ahead, sit back, relax, enjoy the college radio. You're here on campus. All of this is funded with capitalist money. See you in a bit. I told you they learned English. They really said "sucka sucka" to me. Actually, I don't know if that's what they said or not. Because I don't even really know the original song, but it's pretty groovy. It's by the Pochanbo Electronic Ensemble, from the Democratic People's Republic of North Korea, or sorry, of Korea. I just saw some porn on my browser. Nice. Okay, let me tell people I'm a sinner. Reminding people that I exist every day. Every day it's in which I do this. Yeah. I spent some time to update The Sims 3. And I believe that I've gotten it to a stable state. However, it is still The Sims 3. So do not be alarmed if it does crash. Yes. Yes. Okay. And with all that said and covered and out of the way, I think I can just launch The Sims 3. Let me turn off this loud-ass fan. I got some mods. I don't know how many of them work. Leg feels funny. I'm back. Back with ice cream. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm loading up the game over here. It's happening. I'm scooping. Mm-hmm. Oh, that loud game. Probably already hear it in my headphones. Sims 3. Ow. My brain. God, why did they do this to us? Loud noises. I know. Sorry. It's fucking loud. It's how I drive engagement. So I deafen my audience and they yell at me and I'm like, yes. They yell at me. Good. Dude, it's so loud. It's like clipping. That scared the dick out of me. Holy horse balls. Future freak. Sorry about that. All right, scooper time. Chalima. Chalima was a beautiful horse that ran. Speaking of horses, Chalima was the name of a beautiful horse, mythical horse that could run day and night and thousands of miles. And sorry, it got loud again. Thousands of miles driving engagement, thousands of miles in a day, and the horse didn't even know what miles were. It just did it anyway. It was so fast. All right. And it's truly an inspirational horse, which is why you need to work for no money. All right. We got to be like that horse. That wasn't real. It's going to be super cool. You know what I wonder? Oh wait, I guess I just answered that for myself. That was the Wild West. I was like, do you think there was like horse GTA? It's Red Dead Redemption. That exists. Is the game not all the way? Hold on. Why is it like... Okay, stop. Stop with the music. Stop! Yeah, it's like cut off. Wait, what? Huh? I wish Red Dead Redemption 2 had more post-game content. I want to run a ranch homestead. Dude, yeah! Oh, I would love that. If they like revamped, like, especially if it was like multiplayer too. Oh. I don't think I added any more custom music. I thought he was about to flip somebody off. I have an idea for some custom music. Sonic needs to bring the fucking Chow Garden, damn it. Yeah? True. I've never played that before, but I've watched Sam play it. And the Chow Garden thing in that game looks so much like I could get addicted to it. It looks fun. Reminds me of kind of like Monster Rancher. We should beat this guy up. Can I? Yeah, why is he in here? Berate ignorance. Oh, you're so ignorant. You're an ignoramus. Unroutable sim found. Okay, yeah, I installed some mods that are supposed to like help keep the game running better, but I don't know. I feel like it's gonna tell us stuff, and I'm gonna be like, okay. I hopefully didn't install a dick mod. I'm like 99% sure. Fart? Tim Scooper just yelled at Leopoldo Stump. This is one epic ceiling-shaking shouting match that neither of them will forget soon, nor will the neighbors. Why is there snoring? Why is there fucking snoring? Why do we hear snoring in my right ear? Oh my god. Wait, yeah, we have a maid. Or a butler. A butleress. Apparently the modding scene for Sonic Adventure Battle 2's Chow Garden is pretty active. I definitely believe that. Guns. Whatever. Give a mean high five. Getting in an argument and then getting a guy hype for a high five. To give a high five to the guy he just argued with. He went for it again, though, dude. Who is this guy? Look. Invite inside, so I can't tell him to leave? Wait, fight. The crime rate is incredibly high here. It's incredibly high. Like dancing? No, he's your nemesis now. Why is this guy here? Who is this guy? Dude, shut up. This is what he does now. The urge to buy a PS3 just to play Skylanders is crazy.
Zamadansu. Shabba. Oh.
Oh, it's playing the it's playing the fucking Pac-Man theme again. Oh, yeah! Oh, this would be great to put in the custom music. Guards impreg this man? Maybe at some point. I found some good custom music, finally. I wonder if there's a... Well, I wonder if there's a mod that would let me, like, load in custom music live, if that makes sense. Like, just into the folder. I should have done this before stream, but I just now remembered that there's fucking custom music in this game. So he's just staring at this guy and wanting to go to bed, I guess. Why is he here? Playing if whack his pee-pee? Yeah.
Zenzo Mootsie! Mootsie Fazum!
There needs to be a mod that lets him slap somebody's penis. It pixelates it too.
Charnu Warpa Vrooch! Do Barknets! Ah. Ha! Zamzo!
Where is this quote-unquote song I want to put in here? It's not really a song. Okay, dude, can I like call the police on this guy? Go to venue with. Fucking take him to the take him to the graveyard. He just wants to fight this guy again. Well, all right. Well, get the. How do I fight him again? Give him another mean high five. He keeps falling for it. What an idiot. What an idiot, dude. An asshole. Fight. Fight. Time for gun. He might have to... Wait, hold on. He might not have his glizzy anymore. No, he still's got the glizzy. Killing gallery. What's killing gallery? Carry weapon. Oh, dude. Click, clack, the gun's coming out. They pushed him too far. The crime rate is so high. Form group with gun. Hold on. Oh! They have, they have those options.
I got a pack. Hit M and do it again. Fuck it, M fucking her friend. I got bands one day. M flying to France, drinking till an individual land. You got a man. Know what I do to you, mans. No, I ain't shooting. No hands took L. I ain't took one again. Crashed the Rari, so I hop in the Benz. So will.
I was trying to get the music to be loud. By the way,
I'm going to stand my ground at him so hard.
How do I get the... Yeah, is it... It depends on how you look at the jukebox and how loud it is. I remember it being, like, really loud here.
It's crazy how they watch a young individual going move. That's crazy. Worry about yourself, bitch, and make a move.
Move. A bitch going moo. Alright, well, kill this guy, Tim, right in front of the... She can clean up the body, right? Shoot. Shoot who, Tim? Take photograph. Oh my fucking god. What? This is psychotic. Why is this how you pick? Okay, put in inventory. Hold on. What? Put in inventory. Killing gallery. What did that say? Tim shoots Leopoldo's. What? Huh? Dude, is he about to?
No, you touch the blick and Zeb, now you get the debt.
Oh, he killed him. He killed him. Okay. He killed him. Oh, the cops are here. Tim shot him. There was no animation. It's like. Oh my god. What's your sign? Looks like you and I were meant to be. And he's like, I'll race you to the cop car.
Pop, pop, motherfucker.
He's a
Can't arrest me.
bootlicker.
It's my home.
Is he in a passenger seat? Tim, so much is wrong with you. Damn, this I forgot the commands. Alright. That weather is really freaking loud and it's peeing me off. Rosebud. Oh crap, you killed this guy. That's so rad. Let's hit the streets. Yeah, she asked me my freaking star sign, dude. Tim hasn't eaten in a long time. Leopoldo Stump died of hunger. Tim's gonna die of hunger. This is gonna be the first time he's slept. We'll be taking all of your belongings during your visit. What's up, Shiv? What's up, certified boy lover, she they? We'll be taking all of your belongings during your visit. We don't want the other inmates to be jealous of your gardening volume 2 odor-free fertilizer. Tim Scooper is behind bars for the night. The shame of this incarceration is a memory he wishes could be erased. Make friends.
Flying my mom to Japan, flying my dad to Japan. We in the Benz, we gon' link up with the fam. Yeah, I'm talking MBM, yeah, buddy, I ain't never lack. The chopper make a individual dance, versatile freelance. Fuck any bitch, it just depends. Only with the shits, if you ain't 10 pickin' any bitch, yeah, I'm the man if you wanna.
Oh, dang, oops, the game crashed without me saving.
I cannot lose. I was
Dang.
up grinding, they snooze. Fuck all the fighting, keep tools. Fuck all the dying, be cool.
It's totally not because I just wanted to replace all the custom music in the game. Sad. Wow, can't believe it just crashed. It's totally because I want to rewrite history, tell everyone it was a lie and I should be out of jail. I'm booting up the game again. Sam knows I'm lying. Everyone knows I'm lying. Write a book about the alternate timeline. Smart. Yeah, we'll do. We'll do, actually. Not a bad idea. A book about the alternate timeline. Please, I hope I just started up one instance of The Sims. That was The Sims, yeah. Come back. Sam petto me. Thank you. Every time you pet me, they feed a small African child. Alternate timeline book, if I did it. Yeah? Oh, you pet me 3 times. That's 3 African children. It's a boy and a girl and a non-binary. You know, it's the Congolese Civil War, but they're sitting down, they're having a little bag of chips. They're saying, "Yay, thank you, Sam." That's fucked up. I should not make jokes like that. What am I gonna do about it though? It raises awareness. Man, if we just did something about world geopolitics and fixed the problems regarding world hunger and Congolese Civil War, etc. If we could just help everybody, then Chew wouldn't make all these fucked up jokes on stream. And we could finally get on with our lives and make Chew funny again. No, don't do it. They feed the children to each... No. That's just Chew. That's what I would do. I would self-eat until I was one big me. I'm like a Katamari. I'm solving world hunger. Yeah, the hunger for cool-ass art, which is strong. Strong hunger. I think if we try real hard, we can solve all of the problems. Yeah, that's why we're here. You see this? The loading screen. I point at the loading screen. This is the future, all right?
Wow, the future looks like a piece of shit. I'm going to drive that flying car up my own asshole in the hopes I die.
You can also just try driving it in the rain. Might wrap itself around a pole. I think I'll continue steering my own vehicle, thank you.
The world sure does have a lot of issues.
And then girlfriend turned to look at streamer.
Somebody should do something about it.
And that man, I can't tell who the man or woman is in this situation. I'm too confused. And that man was Hassan Abi. I don't know how to say his name right. All I know is he eats on stream. And I eat on stream, but man, not like that. That's the only criticism I'm going to bring up of him on stream. That's the only non-political, I feel, criticism is because like I'm a audio engineer guy. I'm like, come on, dude, don't eat a sandwich. Hold up. You can like go to the other side of the room, eat the sandwich, and talk to chat that way, I guess, or something. Maybe eat more, less food that has less potential energy in it. Where'd Tim go? Oh my god, so zoomed out. And Hassan, if you ever see this, just tell me. Show me proof. And I'll go on stream and I'll eat chips real loudly in the mic. Just piss everybody off. He wants to dance together. I don't remember why this guy got here or who he is. He's an acquaintance. Visitors, right? Hey man, will you leave me alone? Discussing world events, mukbang stream when. I want to do slop streams where I eat a bunch of oatmeal and soup on stream. Yeah, you can. It's totally allowed. Alright, you need to wake up the lady.
It's so good!
Yeah, I need you to cook for me. Yeah, excuse me, you need to cook for me. I can do that in private soon, I
Boy,
think.
it is time.
Sweet.
I'm gonna be real. You have a big weed, haha. I don't
That
want to.
timeline where the cops arrested me and that woman died was pretty bad. I can't believe the cops let her die.
Yeah, that was so sad. I'm gonna be real. I don't really want to watch anyone eat soup and oatmeal. I don't think that'd be very entertaining for me personally. It's not even like a you thing. It's just anybody. I'm glad I came in just for that. Yeah. It's nothing personal. If you're just eating soup and oatmeal, I mean, more power to you. But, dude, who is this guy? Oh, well, he's like a level 2 celebrity. Did I invite him over to be like more of a celebrity? And now I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Befriend a celebrity. That's why I wanted him over here. I've just completely forgotten about that. Hi, Ronder. We need invigorating elixir. I need it in my body. Drink that fucking lean. I'm gonna watch Soup and Oatmeal and Doom Spiral and stream and talk about the horrors. Sure. Vial of potent bliss. Drink the heroine. A name that invokes eating soup and oatmeal. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yummy opium flavored bone water.
Oh.
Ball water?
Oh.
Slop sucking squelch glurping.
Canutum.
This music go hard.
Bar Nibsy Hobble. Miwakawa Zigo Zakabatig, huh?
Beto Garnish. Fin Plots
Lucy
to
Tor.
Kalisi.
Yeah.
Hey, chat. It's me, your favorite streamer, Supio69. We're getting sloppy tonight.
Waba.
Barzo. Barwika.
What's up, Slop Boy 69?
Jeep, Johnny Sapasi.
Sorry. Floppy Boy 69?
Mahepto will be Z.
Grau Fredije. Naga Garobo. Gessi Duvaje. Vochi Da.
No. Boost. Amasabatsuve. Yabawazi. Bob.
Dirk, you bad.
I heard
Yeah,
you
we-
needed some milk.
Yeah. Yeah. We just need a little bit of milk. Man, he likes his music in that low
Hey,
quality,
chat.
dude.
It's me,
Low
Sloppy Soup
quality.
96 here to get Goblin.
Get Goblin, bitch. Tim? What are you listening to, Tim?
Stroma.
Why does Sonic sound like that?
Shebadu.
Bernaba Gabu.
Burba.
What does Sonic sound like?
Baza. Dawazi.
Sonic, where are your pants?
I'm Swundle Engine.
Fucha.
There's an alarming amount of soup on my clothes. Better eat more soup and liquidy oats.
Dude, his custom soundtrack to life. You listen to some weird music, man. Wait, this sounds good. Change to custom stations currently playing? What? Really? He just listens to sound effects libraries, dude. And like Polish music, like Polish techno. Made on fucking OpenBSD. Oh, he needs to befriend this guy. That's why this guy's over here.
Oh my god, it's Soup Saturday.
Why did that not work? It's called emo, right? No, not I love LA. I love LA. Pillow fight him, then ask to greet him. Man, she brushes her teeth a lot ever since we got rid of the shower, I tell you.
Guys, have you had the BBC Radiophonics Workshop? They are my favorite band. I can't stop listening to Slide Whistle. So good.
It's I love Folly. It's so good.
Bada do flippy zop.
Shaka bra. Give him the shaka bra. Gossip
Let me
with
tell
him.
you a story. There was a guy so ugly that everyone died at the end.
Guys, we just had to be nice to him. I want some more of that Polish techno.
Hey, chat. I want to talk about quick oats, chowder, and the new concentration camps on Gitmo. But first,
Yeah, the concentration camps on Gitmo. Yeah. Where they're taking a bunch of immigrants. It's pretty bad. There's so many sound effects in here. Oh, she broke the sink from brushing her teeth in on loop for years. Continue writing the metamorphosis. Remember when you turned into a big frog, Tim? You're gonna write about that.
Excuse Mr. Gnome, could you provide me the soup of the day?
Dude, what is this fucking Polish ringtone, dude? I love Poland, don't worry. They got a lot of problems, but... Anyways, the metamorphosis is happening. Excuse Mr. Gnome? Yeah. The gnome does provide the soup du jour. I think I have to take the sound effects out. It's fucking with me. I'll do that later, though. Alright, he needs to power fuck this novel and get some more coffee in him. He hasn't slept. It's been like... Oh my god, it's been 6 weeks. The man hasn't slept or showered. Nah, I gotta keep these in, man. They're great. What am I talking about? They're just adding to his torture.
Today's soup of the day is Husup, a soup made from hay.
Oh. That sounds like famine food. That sounds like famine food. Does Tim Scooper like famine? He should write a book saying famine's cool. He should start being a provocateur who makes people quote unquote think. He should start playing devil's advocate. He should start making the college route and doing debate stuff with very unprepared students who are woefully outnumbered. And everything's set up. I think it'd be funny. Look at him. Dude, if he scratched an itch, I feel like his fingernails would like instantly clog. Get the fuck out of here, meat spin, with your stupid message. Excuse me. Meat spin, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to go. I wish that was his name. I'd hesitate to ban somebody named Meat Spin, even if they did just like put an ad in there.
I saw coarse strip farmers of water, and eventually of their clothes. Saw them transform Night City into a machine fueled by people's crushed penises, broken condoms, and emptied balls.
That's awesome.
Corv controlled our
That
orgasms,
rocks.
taken virginities, and now they're after our holes. V, I've declared war not because capitalism's a thorn in my side or out of nostalgia for American pie. This war's a people's war against a system that spiraled out our control. It's a war against the fucking forces.
Damn. It was fucking deep.
Call me Timmy Swift. I'm going to write a book about choosing which baby to famine. I'm going to call it Chicken Satire.
Jesus Christ. Thank you for getting rid of Meat Spin. I was trying to figure out how to do it through OBS instead of actually opening up Twitch. Ooh, Tim? He's jamming though. Famine be damned, he do be jamming. His bladder's too full. Well, then go take a piss. Go pee pee. Peeing noises, you know? Penis music.
Wake the fuck up, samurai.
That was him getting a few drips off.
I turned myself into a Wickle Morty. I'm Wickle John. Kill me.
I'm homeless Rick. I don't know why I kept thinking that and laughing. That's so dope. I hate that motherfucker. Do you not use the toilet as your desk chair? Oh, he's drinking radioactive piss water. I'm sure there's a mod for. There should be. I hope so. He needs to be shitting and writing ultimate efficiency.
Exclamation mark.
You won't catch me sleeping. Sleep is death.
Sleep is for the weak. That was the weak. Oh, hell yeah.
Started calling me the weekend, and my meat hasn't rested in months.
Oh, shit. He hates toilet. Yeah, get it. Oops. Yo, you gotta hear this track. You gotta hear this, yo. Yeah, sleep deprivation sucks, doesn't it, Tim? She didn't even react. She's so fed up with him. Well, go dance with her.
Wake up! Get up, soldier!
I just get quiet when I'm closer to it. He doesn't want to dance because he's not caffeinated enough. Okay, well, while he's doing that, I'll get a link to this.
It is currently Monday, so start calling me the weekday.
Out of my peripheral vision, I thought he like tripped and dropped all of his drinks. Oh no, you gotta hear this song, it's good, wake up.
I'm sober, about to dance his little body off.
Oh, the music's over. I guess I woke you up with the megaphone for nothing, sorry. He's feeling good about being a megaphone guy. Brilliant megaphonist. Tim is a first-rate practitioner of noisy arts. Oh shit. Babe, wake up. He starts calling her babe. The music started again. Yeah, he starts clapping. He starts clapping, the madman. Where's like dance with? She probably don't feel like it. Alright, we need to give him fucking drugs. Vial of potent bliss, dude. You gotta go hard. Woo! Yeah, get it. What is... Does he not like it? Does he not like this? He's so proud of himself as she haggardly gets out of bed. He hates music? What's wrong? Sex! Having sex music! Oh, he's hungry. PETA, the paparazzi's bad.
You might be enjoying DJ Splendid, but wait until you hear my megaphone over it with my impression of a dog.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's good at it. I think it's probably Vanefish or something. It's something by this motherfucker.
I want to see you whip out that android dick. That Ravena. Show me.
Oh, good heavens, if you insist, madam.
My God.
Get to it.
Wait, was the metal pipe falling sound effect in there?
Oh.
What is this shit? That's not my music. Skip. Damn, Tim, stop ripping ass. Jesus Christ.
Money hot. Oh. Empty big so toy.
His penis fell off. There should be a mod for that too. Alright, he needs to befriend this guy. Let's be friendly and befriend this guy. This song sounds way too cool. Skip. Drink your bevies, Tim. 87 vehicles removed, 7 stereos switched off, 2 televisions turned on. Okay. Dance together, dude. If you want to hang out.
Chip chip.
Dasha.
He's having a good time. Publicly disgraced from being falsely accused. No. Falsely accused. They've scrutinized my inappropriate behavior all out of town. What did Tim do that was inappropriate? Alright. Oh, he's going home. Thank God. We can work on our book. Or maybe alchemy. Mix elixir. Can't just ask an obvious butt baby to stop ripping ass. It's in his blood. What? Like he's loose? How's that in his blood? If he's got a loose sphincter and he can't hold his farts in, it doesn't have anything to do with his blood. Alright. It's not something you inherit. Alright.
He's having a good time.
He's having a
disgraced.
Yeah, he did super he did a super drug. You know, if we periodically, if we stop releasing the books as often, maybe we can get them on government benefits. Louis Finkter. Never heard of him. I'm just kidding. I got one. Ha! I never gamble on a fart. Not anymore.
Louis Fainter.
I sure hope he can be a successful bunker author.
Tim? Oh. What? Oh, you teleport with these? Okay. I didn't realize.
Blue ass sphincter.
Blue ass sphincter. He would like to buy. He said, boo, fuck you, dude. You're canceled. Can't cancel Scooper. He's an American hero. I'm just gonna get him a bunch of ingredients. Yeah, overwrite that shit. Lewis's sphincter. The most lowest of the sphincters. Truly the lowest of the low. Truly the lowest of the lowest. Truly the lowest. Truly lowest. Lois with a Truly. Drinking Truly with Lois. Peter. The Truly's here. Lois. Ooh, stinky. Tim. You're disgusting. Invigoration elixir. These dickheads. Got an alien baby in a jar.
Who is Sphincter? Know what my Paul Bud Toll might know him, maybe Pedness or Cliff Tars.
Is that Cliff Tars? Right there? Is that what they got him in the jar for? Why'd they do that to him? What else can we make? We can make a jar of potent friendship. That's nice. We need that. Alumbi? Alumbi? Scoop, the elixirs here. Alumbi? Is that an alien? Is that what you call an alien baby in The Sims? A lime baby? A lime bee? A limbi? A limbus? A limbi. A limbi? That's how God looks at you when he says, you know what? It's time for your mood swing.
I'm gonna get you out of there.
Is Johnny trying to save me from streaming? I'm doing fine. A little sleepy, maybe. You ain't gotta save me from nothing, Johnny. I'm serious, Tim. Send an elixir to a friend. No, we have the making friends elixir. Alright, have a good one. Have a good one, Synth. Johnny will save the alien baby? Okay, good. I'm glad. That's good. Jar of potent friendship. Gain a new best friend in a jiffy with this powerful elixir. We do need a... I hope you have a good rest of your shift. Please stay safe. Love you, bud. Stay safe out there. All right. Networking is key. We need to make a friend. We're gonna visit Bunch household. And pray to God they have a coffee machine because Tim's dying over here. I'm kind of dying too. I'm wondering, do I Red Bull it or do I... Because, dude, it's not even 9 p.m. They're having a big party over here.
Voila.
This zoo looks weird. Ugh. There's some weirdos in there. There's some weirdos in there. Where's that guy that... Okay, yeah, here's the guy that always... No, that's not him. Who the fuck's that? Isn't there... That's where the guy lives that always comes over and tries to take our picture? Where he at? I think there's a freak in there. All right, Tim's gonna have some fun. I'm gonna grab a Red Bull. Get some caffeine. Where's Tim? Where's the Sim? This guy's a celebrity. Where does he live? I like how you can invite him over to other people's houses. That's just interesting. Yeah, meet me at the festival, brah. It's like 9 a.m. on a Sunday. Perfect time to do that. Wake somebody up, be like, hey, you want to go and hang out at the park? And they're like, what? Fucking morning people. I'm slurping up the juice. It's good. It's good. Is that our friend? No. What is this music, and will it get me DMCA'd, and is it Sherilyn Barnes? I'm screaming out, help me now. I'm Sherilyn Barnes. I remember when every song sounded like this. It probably still does. That's about the time I stopped listening to all music. Freaky girl. Freaky girl. Excuse me. Drink the elixir of potent friendship. Wait, it makes you better friends with yourself if you do that? Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, ugh. Okay, well. Talk about comic books with the guy. Dude's a werewolf, watch out. You like comic books, brah? I was around during the heyday of comic books. I thought about making comic books. I thought about writing a comic book that was sort of like a evil guy. And he tries to take over. He tries to take over. Why are you talking about a toilet, man? You gotta go shit? Okay. Well, I'll see you later, asshole. I hate people who need to go poop. Okay. What a jerk. There's nowhere I can... Oh, there's plenty of places for me to let loose. Release the bowel. Wait. Tim had like an... Somebody in this group has some unresolved issues. I think I'll get out of here before the fighting starts. You sure know how to have a good time. Call me anytime for fun or whatever you could concoct. What? It doesn't seem good. Send a friendly text. We just got book royalties, 4K. Nice. Got a friendly text. We can just text him. Send another cool text. Is he still out there? It's cool. Send him funny picture of this toilet. Hold on. Take a selfie of the toilet. Haha. Dude, check it out. I saw this toilet today, huh? Yeah, he thought that was cool. Probably. Let's text him again. What if there's just a line all the way out here? He's just texting people in here. I like the little peephole window. Should be a little larger, though, probably. See more people pooping from a wider angle. What other celebs do we know? What other celebs? Send a friendly text. You can just text people. It's kind of boring, though. He's in the bathroom at the park texting. With a few swipes of the finger, Tim Scooper has discovered the vast digital world of social networking. From texting to blogging, his customizable smartphone will take Tim to new apps and beyond. Wow. Wow, Tim. He knows how to use the smartphone now. Good job. The game is loading. His power. Wash your hands. Good boy, Tim. Something went wrong. He broke the sink. He just broke the sink. You... Just go home, Tim. Yeah, run home. Goofy. Goofy guy. What a fucking goofy guy. Oh, dude, that college application looks gross. I'll pick it up later. Oh yeah, I got a scratch off ticket mod. We gotta go do scratch offs. Hold up. Life goals on hold. We're doing scratch-offs. Dude, I got scratch-offs and ciggies. Fuck the ice cream truck. We're grown-ups. We need scratch-offs and ciggies. Isn't that right, taxi bus driver? We just found Tanzanite in our yard. It's nuts. What a world. Alright, scratch-off time. Scratch-off tickets. We got a scratch-off mod. Instead of a lottery ticket, scratch-offs. We have 5-2 odds to win. Damn it. Might as well get a lotto ticket. Stop freaking out, Tim. Stop freaking out. This is why you're not gaining a platform as a celebrity. You feel me? That guy's really pale. He's probably a vampire. It takes him a while to get a lottery ticket. Shop for cigarettes. Yeah, get some ciggies. Yeah, get a vape. Yeah, Tim would vape. Yeah, go home and try out your new. Wait, we need potions. Meow. We gotta buy potions. And maybe make some. Buy items. Hello, my man. He was freaked out. Pananuna. Oh, Tim, you so cheeky cute. The potent, invigorating elixir. And another. But we have to make these worth it. Oops. Now go home, Tim. Run home. What? Why does he do this? Is that helpful? Is that faster? Just go out the door, dude. Tim. Our celebrity friend is right there, though. Hold on. Change of plans. Oh, he's already. I guess that guy is already going home. Never mind. All right, Tim, drink your froth. Asked to make some food, please. Found an unroutable wild horse. Have a little snack. Have a little yogurt to tide you over so your belly don't hurt. Timmy, you know, a wild horse, you say? Yeah, I wish. Oh man, our lottery ticket didn't pay off. Who could believe it? Tim, chill. Oh, thank you for the food. You made me food. Whoa. He had a neurotic moment about the food. That's okay. He got excited. Wild horse, you say? Peter, the horse is here. I'm glad the horse is no longer stuck in the walls of the basement. There was a live horse stuck in our foundation, just slowly dying, and then it disappeared. And that was nice. I'm guessing animal control found a way to, you know, like teleport it back, like it was Space Station 13. Just entered in, it's like, it's X, Y, and Z coordinates of the universe and popped it out of there. You know, normal stuff. Alright, let's get him writing his book. He's almost finished. The Metamorphosis. Tim Scooper just finished The Metamorphosis, a novel so scary that he could barely finish it. Hopefully the readers can make it through all 430 pages. Wow. The editors of the book want to wish Tim hearty congratulations because The Metamorphosis is already making headway as a hit. Tim will receive 6 royalty payments of $899. Payments will be received on Sunday at 12 p.m. Cool. Chat, I would keep going, but I'm surprisingly tired. I ran out of energy faster than I thought I would, and I need to listen to my body. Especially because my hip kind of hurt. Because I had to walk up a bunch of hills. So I need to go rest my hip. And in the morning, I'm going to wake up. Fair enough, she'll listen to your body. Yeah. Gotta think long term. So I'm going to go like eat some more food so my body can absorb it as nutrients. Rebuild. Stronger, better, faster. In the morning, I'll take me and my hopefully rested body and probably still hurting hip. It's more like it doesn't even really hurt, it just feels weird. I was too active for a short period. Shit's all kind of feeling weird. But I'll get that packy. I'll get some of that greenery, you know, and it'll be good. I'll come back. Maybe we'll play some more Sims. But for now, I know there's an ad break going right now. Oh. Au revoir. Au revoir. Yeah, I'm au revoir. I can't even say it right now. Everyone, I hope you rest well when you do, or have a good rest of your day, wherever you are. I'm going to go rest myself. I'll catch you all later. Watch out for Tim. Tim Scooper is coming for you. I'm just kidding. Tim Scooper's not real. Hopefully.